Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better act Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, why don't you join? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs. Steve Harvey, yeah, join me. Come with me, help me say. I'm so afraid to go home. You gotta turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn it on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey got a radio show. Man, oh man, ain't God good? Yeah, he is. Hey, I want to remind everybody today that you got to keep pressing forward, man. I know it gets difficult out there sometimes, but you got to keep pressing forward. There's nothing else for you to do. The option of quitting, turning back, giving up, it cannot be there. The thoughts can pop into your head, but when they do, you got to pray about it. But you got to keep pressing forward. You got to keep it moving, man. I don't care how dark and dirty it get for you. You got to somehow summon it up within you to keep it moving, to keep pressing forward. Because the only way you're going to get it is you got to stay in the race. You know, you've heard it said 1,000 times, the race isn't given to the swift, but to him that endureth to the end. You got to stay with it, whatever it is. I don't know what it is for you, but whatever it is, you got to stay with it. Because quitting don't let you see the end result. Giving up don't let you see the end results. Turning back don't let you see the end. The only way to see the end results is you got to finish the race. You got to stay in the race because the victory may be nearer than it seems. There's a poem I learned in college under some stressful situations. I'll just say it like that. There is a stanza in this poem called Don't Quit that says, often the goal is nearer than it seems to a faint and a faltering man. And often the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup. And he learns too late when the night came down how close he was to the golden crown. Now, that's just a stanza in it. The poem is much longer than that. I know the whole thing because I learned it. But I've always remembered that poem, that the goal is often nearer than it seems to a faint and a faltering man. And oftentimes the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup. But then he learns too late when the night came down how close he was to the golden crown. And there's a last stanza of the poem says, it may be near when it seems afar. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you mustn't quit. That poem is really it's an unknown author to the poem. So if you want to look it up, it's called Don't Quit. The author is unknown. They never knew who it was. But, I'm talking to you today from the standpoint of encouragement. I want to show you an analogy that I tripped on this morning when I was thinking about something I wanted. And I was thinking, okay, if you have a job, the way you have to do your job forces you to do this. So you can't just randomly do this on your job. A job forces you to plan ahead a little bit. A job requires that you go through the procedures in order for something to happen that you want to happen. Example, you want a vacation. You have to put in for that vacation. You got to do that because the job requires it. You got to put in for your vacation. If you want a promotion and you see it posted somewhere that we are now have a position opening, you got to put in for that. You just can't sit back and hope they pick you, because they're probably going to pick the person who wants it, who shows the initiative to go get it. So you have to put in for a promotion on a lot of jobs. If you want some days off, couple days here, couple days there, you got to put in for that. But all of these are things that you want. You want vacations. You want a day off here and there. You want some promotions. If you want a raise, you have to go in and request a raise. It requires an action on your part, on your job. And guess what? We've all accepted this as this is the way it's done. You want a raise, you got to go in and have a meeting and take a request so you can show your value to get the raise. You want a vacation time, you got to put in for that. And then they could tell you yay or nay. Okay, that's the deal with your job. Well, that's the deal with your life too. That exact picture that I painted for you that you're all so very much aware of, that you're very crystal clear on the rules and regulations, that you have no problem following them, the same rules for your life. What you mean by that, Steve? You got to put in with God. You got to put in for what you want with God. And it's as simple as that. You put in. You want some more of this, some more of that, you got to put in with God. You put in with your job. You go down there and ask that man what you want, and you ain't got no problem following the rules. Well, put in with God. What you want? What's your list? What's your request? What do you really want? How much money you really trying to make? Where you really trying to live? What kind of career and job would you really like to have? What kind of person would you really like to be? What type of family are you hoping and wishing for? Who is the person you want in your life? What type of person do you? What's the relationship you looking for? What you want? You got to put in for that. You got to put in, you got to go to God and put in for that. See, we'll follow the rules set up by us in a system, but we simple rules of putting in for your life, man. We don't even do that. I wish I would put in for a job and not put in for God. You got to be kidding me. You think this man that has this company has more to offer to you in terms of vacation promos and raises than God got for you for your life? Man, you keep putting too much faith in man. That's what's wrong with us. I sure hope he give me this raise. I sure hope. I don't even go to people with that. I go to God about it. Then God touched them people's hearts. Then when I walk in there, it's already done. That's how you capture this thing, folks. It's not a magic trick. It's just a real simple understanding. Why would you not put in with God if you're going to put in on your job? That don't make no sense. Where you get the job from? Where your boss get his position from? Where did this company come from? See, when you peel back the banana, it all make a lot of sense, don't it? It really does. And I'm just a common sense guy. Look, I don't have the education that a lot of people have. But I got a show enough bunch of life experience, though. Oh, I've been getting smacked and knocked down the majority of my life. Oh, I may look good to you now out there. Look like he got his shine going on. And I am grateful to God for my life that I got now, because this show ain't the one I had. But I got news for you. It ain't the one I thought I was going to have till I put in for it. I ain't seen none of this till I put in for it. And after as I saw it shaping and forming, then I said, God, could that really be happening? I wonder if you could make me this. Lord, I was wondering, man, could I really have a syndicated radio show? Lord, make it happen. If it's in your will, I put in for it. Put in for it. Now, I'm working my tail off now, because that's a part of it. See, but then God tells you that too. He says faith without works is dead. Oh, I'm working my behind off. But the big thing is I put in for it. So I got a bunch of more stuff that I done put in for God. I can't tell y'all what it is, but oh, Lord have mercy. I'm in line. I'm putting in for all the blessings that's due me. If God's passing out a raise and blessings, I'm lined up. He passing out a promotion. He going to promote some more blessings. I'm lined up. He want to send me on a bigger vacation. I'm lined up. He passing out extra checks down at the job. I'm lined up because I'm putting in. Why don't you put in too?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me have your undivided attention, please. The Steve Harvey Morning Show is upon us. This new day is upon us. This gift called the present is upon us. It is ours. It is a gift from God. Gratitude, man, is the best way to start this thing off, man. Now, if you're on a late shift and everything, you ought to be grateful that you had a late shift to go to and you got off of it and you survived and you're on the way home. If you're about to go into one of these shifts, be grateful. Might not be the job you want to have, but you have a job. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It could be worse, couldn't it? Yeah, it could. Gratitude affects your attitude, which directly it comes into correlation with your altitude. Got to get them tubes up. Steve Harvey Morning Show, Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica. Junior somewhere done drifted off.
I'm here. My computer not working this morning.
Oh. Why didn't you say that to us?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, you just
didn't hear us calling your name?
Tommy, this is not the time. I got a lot of things happening right now. This is not the time, Tommy. This is not it. Okay, rough morning.
Oh, it's the time. I hear it in your voice.
Might as well just get started. What's going on, Junior?
Well, I'll tell you one thing going on, Unc. I'm married. That's one. Let's start there. Married.
Hey, Junior, before you start this here, I don't know when you going to get over this fact, but this right here, you can't keep realizing that you married.
It keep coming. It's a gift that never stopped giving. Every day.
Why am I tired of your marriage, dog? Why am I tired?
Dog, I'll tell you why you tired of my marriage, Tommy. Because I got married late in life. That's why I'm tired.
Okay, so go ahead. What's wrong now, Junior?
I can't do nothing right.
Okay. What you did wrong?
For example.
Okay.
Thank you. For example, I didn't forgot the baby birthday. I did.
Right there. Bam. Okay.
See?
Now,
See?
Stop right there. Stop right there. You done forgot the baby birthday.
And
you don't think that's substantial?
I know. They told me. I didn't know.
Yeah, you done forgot a lot of stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with that damn computer either.
Yeah, it is. Tell me, you don't see
So you want mercy for forgetting the baby birthday?
I sure do.
Well, let me ask you something. What was the expectation of you for the birthday?
The party.
So, Junior, you didn't throw the baby the party?
Or he didn't pay for it, or what?
Well, Junior, let me ask you something.
To that.
What this got to do with marriage?
Cause, what it got to do with marriage? Cause I got cussed out last night. That's why.
That's why your voice sound like that?
Yeah, because I've been yelling. Yeah, sure did.
Yes,
now,
Carla.
What baby?
The grand.
Oh, okay.
Well, hey. All this happened to you in one day. I told you that before you got married.
You sure did.
I said the day after you get married, you're going to be a husband for the first time, a father for the first time, and a grandfather for the first time.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go to break, right. Shirley. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Coming up next, we'll have some church complaints right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It is time now for Reverend Motown and Deacon Def Jam and church complaints.
Let me clear my throat. Oh.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Hey, yeah. We gavel in this poscurious way.
Yeah.
That we pontificate in the eyes of the benevolent, knowing that we are mysticologically born of a bondacious time. We look in iniquity, realizing that depravity and debauchery is but a stone throw away. Be ever mindful of the consequential circumstances that surrounds us in a fallen world. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for church complaints. Lord.
Yeah.
A word, a whole word.
All right, Pastor. I don't know how to get into it. Sister Bernicia is having problems with her daughter, Paisley. She yelled upstairs and told her to turn the TV off and go to bed. Paisley yelled back, then take the cable out my name then. She wants you to talk to little Paisley. Yeah, she's getting out of control. But the cable is in the baby's
has
name.
a point. If you're going to use me, mishandle my credit while I'm 9, I should have some say-so. Now, I can't get mad. If you're going to cut off the cable, take it out my name.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a fair request to me. Then you can cut your cable on and off whenever you want to. Oh, there he go. There he go.
Yeah. All right, we're going to keep it moving now. We got
joined us on the Zoom, and I just wanted to say welcome to Deacon.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Spates.
Thank you, Reverend.
Come on, go ahead, Dick Dub J.
All right, Brother Gary Thomas called. His wife told him when he get through cutting the yard on Saturday that they need to talk. He turned the lawnmower off and started cutting the yard with some scissors. He's asking, can you call her and ask her what she wants? But he ain't went back in that house yet.
Well, that is the most troubling 4 words in a marriage or a relationship. We need to talk.
Yeah.
That has led to more unnecessary complications, more complications, more diversifications than any sentence in the world. So continue to cut your grass. I will call her for you to see if I can get you an inkling of what it could be about.
That's what he wants.
But don't go back in there till I call her.
You've been warned.
I'm just saying.
All right, this is some devastating news here, Pastor. This is a lot. This is a lot on all of us. McDonald's killed Burger King in front of Popeyes over that girl Wendy. And
What?
Really?
One more time. McDonald's killed Burger King in front of Popeyes over that girl Wendy. Me and Justin taking the subway. Do you want to ride with us to the funeral?
You don't know this, but I've been asked to do the funeral.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Burger King called us because I'm a king myself and wanted to know if one of the kings could do the funeral for Burger King. But I told him I might pop in, depending on which way the wind blows. Since we all using pontifications, I thought I'd use my own. I'd say pardon the pun, but it was more than that. Oh, I'm something else. Yes,
You sure
yes, I is. Always surprising myself, bringing the word.
We got an issue, Pastor. This needs some immediate attention. Brother Carlton went to Creflo Dollar's church on Sunday while visiting some family members in Atlanta. He fell asleep in the church. He woke up and all he heard was stand up. He stood up and the people clapped. Then he heard Creflo say, who else will give $2,000? He is being held until the $2,000 is paid. He don't have it and asking if we can pay the money.
Well, no, we not going to pay the money. You stood up at the appropriation time. Therefore, it is your obligatory to fulfill the commitment that you made for $2,000. Can someone have Creflo call me so I can work that into my next sermon? You got people standing up for $2,000. What the hell going on? I mean, excuse me. What in the world is going on?
Yeah, fix that bastard. Real quickly, Pastor, Sister Phaedra is in jail. She was at the checkout counter in Walmart, and her granddaughter, Shashira, asked, was she gonna pay for the clothes she had in her purse, too? She said, don't worry about getting her out. Just beat her granddaughter's behind. That's what she wants.
Granddaughter seemed to be a big subject on this morning show. One of us forgot the grandbaby birthday, and the other one got a roguish grandbaby. We're not in the child whipping business, so we're going to have to stay away.
Oh, we don't whip no more. Okay, all right.
No, we don't whip children's. We whips people's with the word.
Amen.
All right, amen.
That's all.
Amen again.
All right.
Oh,
thank
and then
you.
again, we just sit by and watch marriage whip Junior.
Thank you,
goes
Reverend.
either
Thank you,
way.
Deacon. Coming up next, ask the CLO,
Sure
our
is
chief.
fun to watch, though.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Coming up at the top of the hour, we will talk about Vice President Kamala Harris's new initiative with black men that kicks off today with the Vice President in Atlanta. Steve, you had a very special call with the VP Harris, so you're looking forward to hearing all about it. That's coming. So we're looking forward, I should say, to hearing all about it. That's coming up at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO. This is from Johnny in Nassau. Johnny says, my dad and I have a mobile bartending truck. I bought the truck and I restocked the liquor for each event. My dad is a master bartender, so he expects to get 60% of our profits. He is more of an employee than an investor. Should I get more profit? Shouldn't I get more profit, he's asking?
Well, here's the deal. He's more of an employee than an investor. Mm-hmm. The problem you got is, without your daddy, you have no business. Because your father is the master bartender. All you probably know how to do is drive. We can get anybody to drive. So I think your father has you in a precarious position. I think you all should go 50-50 if you put up all the money. But it sounds to me like you may have gotten some money from your father. Now, if you haven't gotten the money from your father and you put up all the money, that was your stake in it. He brings brand equity, years of know-how and knowledge in going into mixology. So now that comes with the price. But I think he realizes that without him, you have nothing except a trunk with some liquor on it. So if you have already previously agreed to the 60-40, you have to pay it. If y'all ain't struck out yet and made $1, then it's time to negotiate. Mm-hmm. And y'all could meet in the middle. You think it ought to be 50-50. He think it's 65-40. Maybe he thinks it's 60-40. Maybe it could be 45-55. Meet in the middle. But you do need your daddy.
Okay.
Now, the way to make more money is to get a real fine chick that can bartend and cut your daddy out.
Oh.
All right now.
And then he gonna flip that truck over and set it on fire. So you gonna work
That
from
you
there.
bought.
Happy Nassau.
All right. Malika in Stockbridge says, I surprised my husband by coming home early from a bridal shower. I heard him tell someone on the phone that his wife will be gone till around 4 p.m., so he'd be free to talk until 4. He said it was his boss. Was he really working on a Saturday?
I don't know, lady. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Mm-hmm. If he said it was his boss, if you didn't hear no female voice and, all this here, why you calling us? He told us, but he could talk to 4. Now, here's what you need to know is, when you came in, did the conversation end?
Uh-huh.
It wasn't no talking till 4.
The boss could be a female, though. Now.
Well, if it's boss, then it's work related.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
You saw all
Sounds
the
like it
problems.
was female. That's why she was upset.
No, it don't sound like no female because she didn't say she said he was talking to someone. And when I walked, I heard him say he could talk to 4. But now what she didn't say was when she came in, he hung up.
Yeah, she didn't say that.
Or did he go off somewhere else and take the phone call? Which was, I don't talk business in front of my wife.
Why would she be upset? Why would she be questioning him if she didn't think
because y'all do this.
something was kind of off?
No, ain't no something is off. Y'all made it off. Y'all, first of all, you don't have all the information. All she said was, I heard him tell someone, my wife is away, I can talk to 4. She came in, he said it was his boss.
Which could have been a lie.
But how do you? But I mean, what did he say?
You're right. No one
It depends
knows.
on what did she overhear him saying? Yeah, I like it when you rub my back. Now, what is your boss
That's what
rubbing
she
your
heard.
back? Yeah, I'm saying unless she heard that, Shirley,
Right.
it's his boss.
I get what you're saying.
And y'all stop wrecking y'all's marriage when it don't have to be.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Say that again.
Who you
What you-
talking to?
Stay down, Junior. Stay down. Stay down. You're talking with a lot of emotion right now. You're gonna say something you're gonna live to regret. Go ahead, Shirley.
Faynell in Raleigh says, my husband and I argue a lot. And when I tell my husband that what my mom said to me or about me, he'll stop talking to her for weeks. I told him to stop doing that. He said that I need to stop venting to him then. Who am I supposed to vent to then?
Well, I mean, look, Faynell. Now, listen.
You love that name.
Faynell.
The way you said it, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Infinity.
a combination of Faith and Nail Carter. She couldn't make up her name who she wanted to name her baby after. So it was Faynell. That's very close to fatal. Like something was fatal. And then they nailed it, so it was Faynell. Anyway, I don't know. People just getting tired of hearing you complain, seem like to me. Because
People
if your
or
mama,
her husband?
Well, but everybody. Because her mama turn on and say something crazy about it, then she tell her husband, then the husband keeps speaking to the mama because he trying to side up with the wife, and now you want him to quit not talking to your mama. You came in and said that your mama said you're stupid and you act like a damn fool all the time, and now your husband going, damn, why you letting her talk to you like that? Now he don't talk to her, now you mad at him. We can't get in this. Next question, Shirley.
Last one, Steve. Last one. All right, Jessica in the DMV writes, I got a speeding ticket and paid the fine, but I forgot to tell my husband. Our insurance increased by $89, and now he wants to restrict me to driving to work and for essential errands only for a while. Does the punishment match the crime?
I didn't know your husband could put that on punishment.
What is that about?
Where that come from? You can't drive no more except to work and necessary things. You're not driving no more. Does the punishment fit the crime? What?
Sit in the corner.
What kind of marriage is this? Man, I can't go in there and tell my wife you can't drive no more because you got a ticket.
Yeah.
What?
This is too much.
Man,
Get in the car fast enough.
Yeah.
I'm talking about be driving around this block so damn fast.
In his car, not even mine.
tickets. I drive down the street and find that sign that say speed trap.
You hear me?
I
Back
can't
and
drive.
forth.
All right. So, yeah, does the punishment fit the crime? This is crazy. Shouldn't be any punishment. All right. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we will hear from Steve on our vice president's new initiative involving black men right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Okay, so Steve, you spoke with Vice President Kamala Harris, and she specifically wanted to talk to you. So you got to tell us about the conversation you had with the vice president.
Well, first of all, I was honored. How would I, this little boy out of Welch, West Virginia, ever think that he'd be talking to presidents?
Right.
When President Obama invited me to the White House and for the first time took me in the Oval Office and I stood on the presidential seal on the carpet, I cried because I'm going like, wow, I wish my mom and them could see me, man. That this little boy that they had raised and prayed for was talking to a president of the United States in the Oval Office. I'm just amazed at that. So, I've interviewed, I've sat next to Joe Biden at a special dinner in Las Vegas before he was president. And now, I've interviewed him. And now the vice president called me on Friday. It was a scheduled call set up through, thank Monica Barnes, Mississippi Barnes arranged the whole thing for us and set it up. And she wanted me to be aware of something. She said, because I didn't want to come to your town and not make you aware of what I was doing. So today in Atlanta, Georgia, the Vice President's Economic Opportunity Tour kicks off today, right here in Atlanta. And the purpose, everybody, of this tour is to raise awareness of how the Biden administration's economic policies benefit minority communities. Because it's so much talk that you all are missing about this administration and what they haven't done, and you're not looking at what they have done. And so this is to highlight what's happening through the policies of the Biden administration to benefit the minority communities, especially black men. So listen to this, y'all. Every stop is going to include partner organizations. It's going to include federal agencies that provide much needed resources to scale a business, to fund a new idea, to lower your financial debt, and to build wealth. And the audiences will include black business owners, community banks, and federal agencies that will help with access to capital and reduce financial debt. Now, after today's kickoff event in Atlanta, Vice President Harris will hold an event in Detroit next week. Additional dates and locations will be announced soon. So the first two is right here in Atlanta, then in Detroit. And during every stop, the vice president is going to highlight how the Biden administration has delivered historic investments in small businesses with the fastest creation of black-owned small business in more than 30 years.
Wow.
So for all y'all radio hosts, all y'all little rappers out here that's running around talking about Trumps for blacks, blacks for Trumps, blacks for Trump, I want you to understand something. You'll never find nothing about Trump for blacks. But all these blacks for Trumps, how ignorant can you be? When a man does nothing for you, you want to do everything for him. So all y'all blacks for Trumps, can you please show me how Trump is for blacks? Just show me. Just show me. And don't point to the last time he was in the White House, this economic jump for black people, because that was benefiting off the Obama administration.
There you go.
Come on.
Don't do that.
That part.
He didn't come in office 2 months later and then look what I did. No. Look what you inherited. So now this tour is this 30-year jump that they've made is gonna highlight how record number of jobs, including 2.6 million jobs for black workers, were created while achieving the lowest black unemployment rate on record. This is after 4 years of their Biden administration trying to make it 8. We're going to highlight how medical debt was erased by capping the cost of insulin for seniors. Lord know how many of us is on that. And expanding access to health care with tax credits that led to a 49% increase in black Americans who are enrolled in the Affordable Care Act. Now, I want you to remember now, that was what they were claiming was Obamacare. That's what the Affordable Care Act is.
Yeah.
But don't you remember all the Republicans were saying when they get in office, first thing they're going to do is repeal and replace Obamacare?
Yes.
You ain't heard no more about that, have you? You ain't heard Trump say that one time because he found it out. They found out his ragged ass constituents needed it too.
Right.
So now they wanted to stop calling it Obamacare all of a sudden. Now it's the Affordable Care Act. You follow what I'm saying? Y'all need to pay attention to what this Biden administration has done and get off the sidelines and get out and vote. And they're going to highlight also how housing was made more affordable and child care costs were lowered by securing 30% increase in funding for child care development block grant. And as you remember, the Trump administration took all that away. You can watch today's event in Atlanta at 2:45 Eastern. All you got to do is go online to whitehouse.gov/live. whitehouse.gov/live. I will be reminding you of this at the closing remarks today. This will be my closing remarks for those that miss it. The Biden administration is doing something, and we got to get out to vote. And let's stop this foolishness about these blacks for Trumps, because Trump ain't for blacks.
Period.
Your ignorant ass.
Amen.
Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, Ellen DeGeneres has a new comedy tour. She opened up on stage about losing her talk show because she's, quote, mean. We'll get into that. Look at Tommy's face. You know he loves Ellen. We'll get into it, Tommy,
Yes,
right
I
after
do.
this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Well, Ellen DeGeneres has returned to doing stand-up comedy with her Ellen's Last Stand-Up tour. That kicked off last week in West Hollywood. On stage, Ellen did a lot of reflecting on how tragically her talk show Ellen ended back in 2022. Ellen told people that she got kicked out of the business because she is, quote, mean, and it took a toll on her self-esteem. She said, quote, people either love you and idolize you, or they hate you, and the haters somehow are louder. You say that all the time, Steve. Ellen said that she loved her talk show, and that this was not the way she wanted to end her career. So good for her, we say, for returning to stand-up and putting it all out there. But the cancel culture is very real. It's all too real. So, Steve, I know you're sad about this, Tommy. I see your
I'm
face.
glad she's back.
Yeah, you love Ellen. But, Steve, Ellen is your friend. You and Ellen are friends. So you have any advice for Ellen?
Just go on with your life. You got a good life. Damn that show. She got plenty of money.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know how many shows I done had canceled? Bye. Just
but
get
she
out. I mean, you know,
feels
she
like-
loved it, but I understand. She got put out, though, because they said she was mean, and it was a lie. The girl ain't mean. She's one of the nicest people I ever met. Mm-hmm. You know, now if you said they gonna put me out because I'm mean, I'll be going, oh, well, all right.
It's the same thing for you.
She said it messed
Oh,
with her
well, I guess
self-esteem.
I had a nice run.
But, I mean, you said you've been put off a lot of shows, but she said she was put off, and it messed with her self-esteem, you know?
No, man. See, listen, when NBC canceled Little Big Shots and the talk show at one time, 2 hits. But to be trifling to me. Now, the guy that did it, he gone. Mm-hmm. He's nowhere to be found. I'm still here. Mm-hmm. So, and with different opportunities presented because of that. Ellen has different opportunities in front of her now. I'm pretty sure she was venting as a stand-up because that's what we do. So she was just venting about it, but, you know, it ain't really, you know, Ellen is fine, y'all. Don't even worry about that.
Come on, Tommy. Come on.
Yes.
But Steve,
Yeah.
I don't know if we
going
had
with
time to get into it, but isn't it kind of different for Ellen? You say you got canceled. It was an executive decision. And I guess for Ellen, it was her reputation and the people, the pressure.
Yeah. See, she was
we didn't know your
surprised
issue.
at the backlash.
Yes.
Yeah. That's it.
You know, she was surprised at the hate
Yeah.
that
But
she
what-
was getting and unsolicited. A lot of people can't handle hate.
Why are they calling her mean, though? Why? Because she was
Because
one way
they
on
lie
TV?
about everything. Why do people go on podcasts and say somebody asked them to be a king of comedy? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. That clears it up for me. Coming up at
you,
34.
We love you.
Allowed me to say something too, so thank you.
Coming up 34 minutes after the hour, our girl sister Odell will be in the building right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Well, I want to know.
You know it. We promised her. She's here. She delivered.
Know, do you love him? Probably not like me, though. Good morning, everyone.
Well, good morning. Sister Odell.
That's a true statement. It's hard to love the Lord more than me. You can love him, but more than me, I ain't seen it. Have yet to seen it. Not now time. What's going on today?
Well, Sister Odell, I wanted to ask you about this. You know, so many churches have a long history of political involvement, and you know, because you've been there, like you say, no one loves the Lord more than you, especially churches' involvement with the civil rights movement. I know you're always busy saving souls for Jesus, but what if you started like a souls to the polls type ministry? What about that?
Girl, we did that a long time ago. Y'all just coming up with new stuff. You know, we held our elections at the church. We the one that nominated Harry Tubman to be the leader of the Underground Railroad. We selected her.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, and one of the main attributes that she had that made us want to put her, she could handle a pistol.
Oh, okay.
And we had stolen a pistol from one of the overseers.
Oh, okay. Wow. Did she?
He was riding by on a horse, and 4 of the men pulled him off and buried him, and we kept his pistol.
Did she have any competition? Any opponents?
Anybody want to go up against Harry? Harry shoot your ass. Harry could whoop. Harry Tubman could whoop most men.
My hero. Yes, Harry.
She just scratched. She fought real hard like a wildcat. Be like a bobcat up in the tree if Harry jump on you. So that's what we did, and then we voted Frederick Douglass in as abolitionist of the year because he was doing something.
Abolitionist of the year.
And we didn't vote for Willie Turner. Willie Turner went out on his own killing folks, but we supported him. You know, we was doing things for him on his behalf. Like if he need like some fresh crushed glass or something, we would do that. If he needed us to like put some poisoning in the food, we handled that. You know.
Okay. Up to today's time now. We're talking today's time. Did you know that Steve had a conversation with our Vice President, Kamala
You know,
Harris?
I heard him say that. Ain't that something that he had that they think's enough for him to call him?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's special.
That
is very special.
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't think it's special, did she call anybody else?
No, ma'am.
Call him.
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
right. She's talking about her.
I'm knowing mom and daddy just as proud as they can be of him. You know?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sitting up there watching from heaven and everything, watching this little boy, because, you know, it was, because when he was coming up, didn't nobody see this here.
That's right.
Nobody thought that little big nose boy was gonna be anything. And he stuttered too. Did he ever tell you he stuttered?
Oh, yes, ma'am. We've heard those stories.
Lord have mercy. One time he gave an Easter speech, and all we had cut it back down. After he took 20 minutes to do his speech. He did a speech called "He Rose on the Third Day." The third day we were still listening.
You mean the title? He rose on the third day.
The title of the poem was "He Rose on the Third Day," but on the third day we were still listening to the poem. That little stuttering boy was taking so long. So the following year we gave him "Jesus Wept."
Oh, Jesus Wept, just 2 words.
And he got that out in 3 minutes. Lord, that boy stuttered.
Well, he overcame his stuttering, though, just like the president.
That's what I'm saying. That ain't no. I told you what I was saying, Shirley. Ain't nobody see this here. Ain't nobody see this coming.
Yeah,
it's a blessing.
So raggedy.
The president used to stutter too.
What president, Shirley?
President Biden. He talks about it a lot. He used to stutter when he was younger.
But it's different when you stutter when you're white, though.
And how so?
I don't know. I just said it. I have nothing to back it up. I'm just assuming it's different. When you're black, poor,
and your white po, them two different pos. Black people know how to be po. White people, they have dirt on them when they get white. They have smudges. Clothes be tattered. They look like they still picking. You know.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is how to explain the silence. Wait till you hear this letter. It is crazy. We'll get into it, though, in just a few, because first, it is time for the nephew, and he's here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
I am, Shirley. But before we start, let me do this. Let There Be Laughs. Let There Be Laughs is going down this coming Sunday. You do not want to miss it. Hosted by yours truly. It's at the YouTube Theater in Los Angeles, California. And it is Netflix is a Joke Festival. Netflix is a Joke Comedy Festival. And May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, Sunday, you will have the privilege of watching. You got to get your tickets now. If you're in L.A. and around the way, get your tickets right now. Kev on stage is in the building. My man Tony Baker. Lavelle, straight up Ignorant Crawford is in the building. J.J. Williamson in the building. And I don't have a DJ, y'all. I got a band. I got a live band. And guess who is leading the band? The one and only gospel great Fred Hammond.
I love it.
Leading.
I love it.
Man,
So,
He is great.
Fred
You're
Hammond.
right.
Jesus is
Hammond's
real.
baby.
I
Yes.
know the Lord is real. Boy, he finna do it.
And we're going to be, me and Fred going to be as ignorant as we can, but clean. Okay?
Okay.
I got that. All right. I got a call in to Fred letting them know, hey, now we're going to have to be ignorant, but clean. Clean and ignorant. I think we're going to handle it just fine. Just fine.
He
I don't think you had
lives,
to tell
Fred
him to
Hammond.
be clean,
He
though.
lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
He lives. Yes.
The real Fred Hammond, baby. That boy, there's
Glory
a
to
beast.
glory to glory to glory
Yes,
to God.
glory to yes.
Okay.
Glory to glory to glory.
Fred is already telling Fred is already eating it though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fred is true. Now, don't run up on
Fred
him. Don't run up on
I
him.
promise you, he in all these gospel songs. He not all of them.
Jackie used to be on a praise dance team, and they used to dance to one of Fred Hammond's songs. That used to be off the chain.
Oh,
Off
your wife
the
can
chain.
dance.
Yeah.
Oh, your wife can dance.
Yeah, I stand on the side. I don't even try. She's a
really
beast
good
out
dancer.
there. All right, here's a prank for you. This right here is K Miller. K Miller. All right, y'all better buckle up. It's Monday, baby. Let's go. Cat dog.
You get your butt over there and sit down. When I get through talking to him, then I'm going to deal with you. Sit your butt down, Patrice. Right now. Hello.
Hello?
Who is this?
Who is this?
I'm looking for K Miller. Who is K Miller?
This K Miller.
Let me tell you something, man. This Perkins. I already know I've been finding out from people that you've been coming by my house when I'm gone. And you've been over here with my wife, Patrice. So let's get it all out here in the open. I'm looking for you. You hear me?
Hey, man, I don't even know who you are, man.
Sit your butt down, Patrice. Sit it down. K Miller, when I find out where you at, when I get my hands on your ass, it's going to be over with.
So hold up now. I am K Miller, but you ain't going to do to me.
Oh, it's you can kill her.
It seems like somebody, is your girl and you can't handle it. I don't appreciate no lightweight cupcake calling me, accusing me of doing something I ain't done yet, but I will do it.
No, you ain't, look, don't start this here today, dog. I ain't got enough in me right now to hold this pressure. Now I'm looking for your ass, and when I find you, dog, this ain't gonna be good between me and you.
Now you don't got enough because you ain't your girl right. That's why you calling me, accusing me of your. But I might as well go over there and because it sounds like you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Hey, dog, don't sit here and say nothing stupid to me like this here, dog. Matter of fact, we can just meet right now and get all this over. Sit your butt down, Patrice. Don't move till I'm through with it. Now, Mr. K Miller, let me tell you something, man. Why don't we just meet up and get this over with?
So we can do that. We can go ahead and meet up. And when you meet with me, make sure you put your lip down and work your jelly because I got something for you.
Make sure I do what?
Put your lip down and work your jelly because I got something for you.
You ain't gonna talk to me crazy, dog.
Hey, man, look here. You don't know who the you dealing with. Now, this is K Miller, and you got the right phone number. But look here, you can't call my number asking any kind of way. Now, I don't know who the you are, but you don't need to be with me.
All I'm telling you is I'm looking for you. And they already gave me the description. You 6'2", you drive a black Chrysler, and I already know when I see you, it ain't gonna be good between me and you, man.
I don't drive no Chrysler.
You don't drive no Chrysler 300?
Hell no. I don't drive no Chrysler.
Okay, what you drive?
I'm no business. I'm gonna kick your.
You don't drive no Chrysler black 300?
No. My brother drives a Chrysler.
Where your brother at right now? That's what I need to know.
Don't worry about what my brother. Where are you right now?
Oh,
That's what I need to know. Where are you right now?
You ain't.
You calling my house? I'm just trying to mess with my brother and my brother finna get married. You calling him, accusing him of some I know ain't been doing nothing.
So your brother finna get married, but he's still going over to my house messing with my. Sit your down, Patrice.
Because you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. If he is laying the pipe, he laying it right, and your woman's getting the light.
Look, I ain't got time for your little nursery rhymes now. Look, ain't you K. Miller?
Yeah, I'm K. Miller, but my brother's Miller.
Your brother named Miller?
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Miller.
Both of y'all is K. Millers?
Yeah.
Okay, but your brother is the one that drives the black 300 Chrysler?
Right.
I'ma whoop his ass as soon as I see him. What do
you ain't gonna do a thing to my brother, because like I told you earlier, you're a lightweight cupcake and if my brother is he doing what he's supposed to be doing, because you ain't obviously laying the pipe right, and I don't appreciate you calling my house, threatening me, and then trying to threaten my daughter.
I'ma whoop you and your brother if I got to. It don't even make no difference to me. It don't make no difference to me how I go down, whether I run into K. Miller, damn it, Carla Miller. It don't make me no difference. I'm whooping a Miller's sooner or later.
You ain't doing a thing. I want you to come by this for right now. You hiding behind the phone because you weak. You're weak, pocket, low down, sorry. Come on over this right now, and me and my brother gonna whoop your lightweight cupcake.
We'll meet you on the corner of Frankfurt and Kelly right now at the service station.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. I got something for you.
I'm through hearing all this you talking about. All I want to know is how long it's going to take for you to get to the service station. That's all I want to know from you.
What?
All I want to know is how long it's going to take for you to get to the service station on Frankfurt and Kelly. How long is it?
Call right now.
Well, come on then. I'm on my way to.
I'm ready for you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to whoop your ass, and then when I find out who your brother.
I got something for your. Come on, bring it on.
Okay, cool. Let me tell you one more thing before you.
You gotta tell me that you ain't already told me.
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked.
Man, go ahead. You gonna get your. I just told me to do some like this here. Tell me to do is going to a divorce around here. My blood pressure up. Doctor gonna put me some cholesterol medication. I ain't feeling good. I'm trying to send my brother on the phone, and you crank calling him at this time of day. What kind of is this? And you're lucky he didn't answer the phone.
Who?
You know, senior.
Oh, that's your daddy?
Yeah.
Oh, he came Miller too.
Yeah, he came over too. He would have got your, you know. You would have needed bulletproof vest coming down that.
K. Miller, look. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Huh?
Yes, you played too much.
Yeah.
No.
On this great getting up Monday morning. What? That's how you do it. All right, West Palm Beach, y'all laying in the cut. Y'all better be ready. An evening with Nephew Tommy. That's Mother's Day weekend, West Palm Beach. That's May 11th, May 10th and 11th. An evening with Nephew Tommy. Tickets are rolling, and they're rolling out fast. Shirley?
All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. How do I explain the silence? Wait till you hear what happened. Wait till you hear this.
I done been through some silence.
I don't know how you explained it, but whoo. How do I explain the silence? That's coming up at the top of the hour. We'll get into that letter right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It is time for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, and you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, how do I explain the silence? Dear Stephen Shirley, I've been married for 3 years and I work from home, but I have to travel sometimes for conferences. I often ride with coworkers if it's a short distance. Last week, I drove and Don and Calvin from work jumped in with me. I made sure not to tell my husband who was riding with me until we got in the car so I could act like I went up to the office and the guys just happened to end up in my car. My plan worked, and my husband called right as we pulled up to the hotel in Austin. I stayed in my car to take the call while Don and Calvin got our bags. It started raining, so I had to rush off the phone and get into the hotel because I couldn't find my umbrella. I threw my phone in my purse and hurried out of the rain. I checked in and got my phone out of my purse. Don was in my room because he had brought my bag up for me. I had no idea that I had butt dialed my husband and he was on the other end of the phone listening to our conversation. Don laughed about how bad I drive and how poor Calvin was holding on for dear life because I was speeding. We laughed and talked for a minute or two, and then Don came over and hugged me and put both of his hands under my butt and kissed the soul out of my body. That boy laid it on me, and I was speechless. Then he just walked out and didn't say a word. My husband apparently hung up at that point, and he called me back. He said he heard that I had 2 men in my car, and I didn't tell him, and to make it worse, I had a man in my room. But what upset him the most was the long silence he heard before Don walked out of my room. How do I explain the silence? I don't know what all he heard. Do I confess or keep acting dumb? Girl, you messed up, and you messed up big time. I don't know how you can fix this. At first, you deliberately didn't tell your husband about the plan with your coworkers riding with you. That one worked, kind of, sort of, not really, though. And then because you thought you got away with it. But then you go and butt dial your man. Now, you know, I don't condone lying. I don't do that, especially when the truth will do. But there are always, Steve, exceptions to the rule. I hate to admit this, but you know you can't tell your husband about how this man grabbed you, hugged you, and kissed you, grabbed your butt, cuffed you. But you can't do it. You can't do it.
We lying.
You can't tell your husband that. You know you can't.
We lying.
Yes.
Your husband's not going to take it well, to say the very least. He's not. You say, do you confess or keep acting dumb? You got to keep acting dumb in this one. You got to act crazy, dumb, whatever it takes, but you can't tell your husband that. You cannot. Steve?
Let me handle this.
You got it. Help her with the lie, because you know.
Well, you know, you've been married 3 years. You work from home. You have to travel. Often ride with coworkers if it's a short distance. Last week I drove. Don and Calvin from work jumped in with me. Now, ain't no 2 men just jumped in no car with no woman. This was planned. And it was planned by Don and Calvin. And you went along with the plan because you kind of wanted this to happen. Let's stop this reindeer game, little girl, you playing. I made sure not to tell my husband who was riding with. Why? If it's harmless, why? It's your turn to drive. You the co-worker. It's your turn. Don had a turn. Calvin had a time. Sheila had a time. It's your turn. But you already know you wanted Don and Calvin in your car. You know, so they ride with me until we got in the car. I couldn't tell my husband who was riding with me until we got in the car. So I could act like I went up to the office and the guys just happened to end up in my car. Wait a minute. So why you got to act like that? The reason you got to act like that is that they just got in your car is because it was planned this way. You knew it. They knew it. My plan worked and my husband called right as we pulled up to the hotel in Austin. Oh, y'all in Texas. Okay. I stayed in my car to take the call while Don and Calvin got our bags. It started raining, so I had to rush off the phone to get inside the hotel because I couldn't find my umbrella. No, because you can't get your hair wet. Let's go cut this out right here. Let's if we gonna do these lines, let's do between the lines too. You got to get off his damn phone because you cannot get your hair wet because the one that you like can't see you with your hair matted on your head. I threw my phone in my purse, hurried out the rain. I checked in, got my phone out my purse. Don, here the one. Don DeLewan.
He cute.
Don the magic wand. Yeah, Don was in my room because he had bought my bag up for me. Not Calvin. Not his ugly ass friend, Calvin. Don brought your bags up to the room. Don told ugly ass Calvin, I got these bags, dog. Don't worry about this. The plan, we finally got her up here by ourselves.
All right, hang on,
When I come
Steve.
back, I'm going to tell you what happened when pretty ass Don dropped her bags off.
He is cute. All right. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, how do I explain the silence? We'll get back into that right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, how do I explain the silence?
See, you ain't got to explain the silence. What you got to do, you got to just explain this whole trip that you, Don, and Calvin had planned to take together. Because you act like it was a work trip and y'all drive when it's short distances. And you went up to the office and Don and Calvin was riding with you. Now, you didn't want to tell your husband that Don and Calvin was riding with you. You wanted to act like when you went up to the office, they jumped in your car. Now, can't nobody do that without permission, without planning. Oh, no. I can't do that. My husband would never allow me. He would think it's improper for me to drive 2 men. Y'all drive all the way down to Austin. Y'all in the car. Your plan worked. And then your husband called right as y'all pulled up to that hotel in Austin. Her, Calvin, and Don. Yeah, so now he called, and you stayed in your car to take the call while you watched big old strong Don and Calvin carry your bags
Big old
up
strong.
to your room. Just looking at Don's back. Don just picked them bags up like they wasn't nothing. Ooh, Donnie. It started raining, so I had to rush off the phone and get inside the hotel because I couldn't find my umbrella. You had to hang up that phone, rush, get into that hotel because you can't get your damn hair wet. You can put your jacket on your head, but you can't get your hair wet. I threw my phone in my purse and I hurried out of the rain. I checked in and got my phone out of my purse. Don was in my room. Now, wait a minute. Now, hold up. Didn't you see? Now, I read in the letters different. I went and get inside the hotel because I couldn't. I threw my phone in my purse. I hurried out the rain. I checked in and got my phone out my purse. You checked in. Oh, really? See, this is how I know you lying, because you say you checked in, but when you got up to your room, Don was there. Now, whose room was you in? Was you in the room you just checked in and Don was up there, or was you going to Don's room the whole time? Oh. Or did Don check in and get your key and was waiting on you? Either way, how come you wasn't surprised when Don was in your room? See, girl, even when you typing, you lying. Wow. But you dealing with a professional.
What, liar?
I read between the lines. See, Shirley didn't see this because she don't lie a lot.
He just brought her bags to the room.
No. But how he get in the room if she just checked in later on downstairs? See, lied.
Criminal Minds.
Don laughed, and I brought my bag up to my room. I had no idea that I had butt dialed my husband, and he was on the other end of the phone listening to our conversation. Ooh. Don laughed about how bad I drive.
Well, how did he do it?
Girl, you sure drive crazy.
He was talking like that when he
car watching you, because you could have swerved off the road. But I'd have put my hands on your thigh and lifted it up and put it on that brake pedal in case it looked like you wasn't going to stop this car. You know what I'm saying?
That's how he talk. All right,
he was saying all of that.
Yeah. And so Calvin was hanging on for dear life because I was speeding. We laughed. We talked for a minute or two. Then Don came over and hugged me. Don put both his hands under my butt.
Yeah, cuffed it.
Yeah, that crease right there, that cup crease. Mm. That's to lift.
Okay, we got it.
No, you got to know what's happening here.
We know.
Too far.
No, but see, you don't know and kiss the soul out of my body.
That's the part.
For your soul to come out your body, boy, them boy was kissing in here.
Harvey, stop it.
Booty kissing allowed the soul to get out of an opening that ain't hardly ever open.
Okay.
Then he just walked, and that boy laid it on me, and I was speechless. Then he just walked out and didn't say a word because he knew he had done what he came up there to do. Kiss the soul out your body. He heard you breathing. He heard you stop breathing. He heard you say,
Wait, one more time. One more time.
What she say?
The soul gone. The soul gone.
That's the soul leaving. So he walked out and didn't say a word. My husband apparently hung up at that point. He called me back.
Yeah.
He said he heard that I had two men in my car, and I didn't tell him. And made it worse, you had a man in your room, but what upset him most was the long silence he heard before Don walked out of my room. How do I explain the silence? I don't know what all he heard. Do I confess and keep acting dumb? You got to stay dumb, but since you lied about them going on the trip, let's continue to lie. The silence was because he had walked out for a moment and left his phone, and I handed him his phone when he came back. That's all the silence was, because he was going out the room. Or, husband, your phone cut off.
Oh, okay.
The line dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are two viable lies. Okay, that she could use.
Yeah, maybe you had a bad connection. I don't know what's wrong. So what's going? How the kids?
Leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM, and check us out on the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app, where free never sounded so good. Coming up next, it is Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Well, surely the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns are out the playoffs. They lost to the Timberwolves 122 to 116. Yeah, they go. Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, they back at the house.
Stephon gone, LeBron gone.
No, LeBron ain't gone yet. They gonna fight out tonight. LeBron them gonna leave out tonight. They down 3-1. But the Phoenix Suns, the Phoenix Suns have been swept out the playoffs by the Timberwolves. Man,
Timberwolves.
By the Timberwolves, not the Timbertools.
Oh, Timberwolves. Well, you called them Timbertools the first time.
I didn't call them nothing. I said Timberwolves the first time.
Is this a speech lesson or sports? Come on, Junior.
It should be a speech lesson, because first we was going to do something else. So, yes, this is a speech lesson.
Well, Junior, would you finish, please?
And from a former stutterer,
the Clippers beat the Mavericks. They tied.
Who?
Clippers beat the Mavericks 116-111. The Knicks is up 3-1.
Wait. Slow down.
Slow down, Junior. Say the score.
We got to give Kyrie Irving some love. That boy played his butt off yesterday. That boy was hooping.
For Dallas,
That boy was hooping.
He is a baller. But we're not getting a full sports report this morning, y'all.
Why not?
Yeah, he running down the NBA.
I just
the
run down
playoffs.
the
Yeah,
he running it down.
He running it down.
This ain't. I just want to say to the public, this is not the sports report Junior wanted to do. So he's doing it under protest. Go ahead, Junior.
Okay,
I can hear it in his voice. He's doing this sports under protest. Temperature is
You're taking a valuable time. Junior, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Can we just say congratulations to the Knicks? They up 3-1 over the 76ers. Did y'all know?
Congratulations, Knicks.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations.
The Knicks is up 3-1 over the 76ers.
That's because of the little short guy on the Knicks. Thank you. I want to make sure.
Jalen Brunson.
Stand up for your people, nephew.
Hey, Junior.
I know.
Junior. Hey, I mean, Tommy, now there's some short cats can ball now.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I done seen them. I done
boy,
seen all the greats. Calvin Murphy out of Houston. Tiny Nate Archibald.
Come on.
Nate Robinson was a baller. Spud Webb.
Yeah.
What was that boy Mosley? Start with an M. Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy Bogues.
It was, dog. It was some cold-blooded short people playing basketball. Wasn't now one of them named Tommy though.
The greats. The short greats.
Another.
Big ups to the short NBA. Yeah.
All right, Junior. Thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, a wife wants to know if her husband is a partner or a problem. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, this is from Deidre in Valdosta. Deidre says, a year ago, I thought I married the man of my dreams. Within 3 months of living with him, he started sleeping in the guest room. He bought a TV for his new room without discussing it with me. He told me that he wants to be comfortable, and this is his house too, so he doesn't need to tell me anything. This is my house, and he just got here. Is this a sign that he's going to be more of a problem than a partner?
Well, let me ask you a question. Ain't he a problem right now?
Yeah.
And ain't he supposed to be your partner? Mm-hmm. All y'all got to do is work through some communications. Now when you get married, this my house stuff. Yeah, we've been hearing about that a lot lately. All this was mine. What you need to do is understand that marriage is a union, and y'all got to get some communication set up. Because obviously he's thinking some things that you're not thinking. So you need to get on the same page.
And
now the man say it's my house too, but you want to say it's just my house.
He sleeps in
But I can tell you right now, if you're going to do something in the spare room at the house, you got to run that by the woman.
Yeah.
Because what you don't know, young man, is you're going to have a level of you're going to have some non-peace in your house that's going to be at a level you've never understood before.
This is craziness.
That's crazy. They just got married. They sleeping in
Yeah.
Listen,
Hey now. Hey,
Yeah.
let's quit talking about sleeping in different rooms. Let's just stop that.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong, Jim? You sleeping different rooms?
Hey, Tommy. Stop today. And matter of fact, I don't even like the person writing in because, first of all, my uncle is for me. I don't need him helping you. He got enough problems with me. He don't have enough time for you. Take your ass in another room and lay down.
Listen good. Between you and Ellie, I'm finna lose my damn mind.
All right. All right, we have time for another one, Steve. This is from Quincy in Annapolis. Quincy says, I'm a 40-year-old single man, and I let a female friend stay with me and my girlfriend for a month. It was my girlfriend's idea, so I went with it. My girlfriend knows that I had sex with a girl when I was in my 20s. My friend left last week, and now my girlfriend has planned a girls' getaway with my friend and some other females. I am not comfortable with them getting close. My friend knows all of my secrets. Am I tripping, or should I be happy they're friendly?
Oh, you should be tripping, Tom. You stupid.
You need to trip all the way out.
This happened 20 years ago.
Dog, I don't care. You used to sleep with this woman. Your girl know it, and then asked you to come over to the house. You didn't let her live with y'all.
Yeah,
That's and you slept with the woman
for a month.
That don't make no damn sense. Now they going on a girl trip together. I don't know what to tell you, dog. You should have never let her come to your house. You would have said, "Hey, look, I'm not bringing my past into our current relationship. I refuse to do that."
Well, it's too late now because the girls' trip is coming.
Well, let them go. If she know all your secrets, they gonna get to talking. All this is on you because you.
It's coming out.
Well, what did he
How do they even know each other, dog?
What did he used to do that he's afraid that she might tell?
Everything.
Sex.
Her friend. The body count gonna come out.
Yeah, why is he so scared? He was
Body count.
Girl,
Why they broke up is gonna come out.
They gonna fall out. She gonna be like, girl, my man be putting it down. I know. See? It's gonna be something like that right there.
Does he do this to you? Girl, he used to do that to me. I don't know why he's doing it to you. Yeah.
Right. That's a lot.
But this is in their 20s, though. It does. Yeah, but anyway, I know they're 40 now, so 20 years ago. But it doesn't matter, you're saying, Steve.
Don't bring your past into your future. I like you gonna mess around and won't have. I like it.
Okay. All right, so he's not tripping.
No, he ain't tripping, bro. You crazy. You should have never even. Why they know each other?
Probably from him.
Yeah, but why you know each other?
Well, why they staying together? That's crazy.
Why you let us stay there?
All right, coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so here's a question that's been trending on Baller Alert, guys. Here's a question. You have 30 minutes to spend $100,000 in only one store. What store is it going? Where are you going, Junior?
Junior, what store are you going?
Neiman Marcus. I'm there. 3 outfits.
What are you going to buy? What are you going to buy?
3 suits. I'm out of 100,000. 3 suits.
No, you ain't out of no 103.
Jesus, this boy right here.
What? Y'all for real?
Extreme.
Go ahead. Where I need to go then? Come on, Tommy. Where I need to go?
Tommy?
Well, okay.
30 minutes.
Tommy, where would you go? 100,000.
I'll be a Saks. I like Saks. I'll be a Saks.
And where are you going to
be in there wild for 100 though. I'm going to get all my money worth for 100.
What are you going to buy?
There for a while.
No,
Shirley, where would you go?
Probably to Neiman's or Saks. Buy some jewelry.
Oh, if Uncle Steve go to the watch store, that's it. If you go buy
Why would you buy jewelry?
Why not?
At Neiman's or Saks, though.
Yeah. I mean, that's the store I can think of. Go there, buy some jewelry, some diamonds.
Where would you go?
Stuff.
Same place. Neiman's. You know I love Neiman's. Saks. Whatever. Walmart. Ooh, I'll ball out of control.
Target. Get some stuff from my house. Yes.
Can I buy the actual Walmart?
100,000.
Bass Pro. Where you go?
Bass Pro Shop, baby. Being there about to vomit. Boy, I'll be up in there. Boy, I'm gonna redo all my fishing tackle. Yeah, I'm gonna give me a couple boats. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Couple boats.
Yeah, I'm glad I said that. I'm finna go get a couple boats now.
Would you right now after this?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather drive from New York to L.A., drive, or would you rather fly in a middle seat in the back of the plane?
That's a long drive.
Yeah, I'm taking both armrests. I know that.
But you're gonna fly.
I'm talking about. I'm strong with my elbow. I know that.
Elbow game strong.
Strong.
Middle seat in the back. I don't want that drive. That drive 3 days, 4 days.
Yeah.
Coast to coast.
Well, you can stop at Buc-ee's though.
Yes. Buc-ee's. Get your Slurpee popcorn.
Or can you? Is Buc-ee's in New York and LA? I don't know.
Got to
Somewhere
get
in
that
the
brisket,
middle.
Sam. That chopped brisket. You got to get that chopped brisket.
Brisket on the board.
Come on.
What about you, Steve? Drive from New York to LA or fly?
I ain't got that kind of time. I'm going to get in that middle seat, but I'm going to buy them 2 other seats, though.
That's how you
know who's sitting there.
He got a whole row.
Yeah, that's how you
I'm
do
going to know
it.
who's sitting there. I'm going to buy that middle seat. I'm going to buy that aisle and that window. Yeah, I'll be in the middle seat.
Would you rather shower without using soap or brush your teeth without using toothpaste?
Both of them is nasty. You're not accomplishing anything.
Well,
what is your end game?
I'm going to take the shower without the soap, because if you do it right, you can still get clean. You know, you can get the funk off of you. There's nothing you can get out your mouth without it. You got to get something up in your mouth.
You need help with that mouth.
Man, you can't have no water in there talking about I brush my teeth.
No, you can't.
All right. Would you rather compete in a bodybuilding contest, or would you rather be a part-time stripper?
Either way, we ain't got them kind of bodies. Man.
I tell you one thing, I ain't gonna win the competition, but I sure can make something work as a stripper. I can do
All
that.
right. All right, Junior.
I'm gonna be a lazy, fat stripper, but it's working.
But I tell you right now, Junior, I don't go to male strip shows, but when you come out, I want to be there. I just want to be on row 3.
You gonna compete in the bodybuilding, or you gonna be?
Yeah, I'm gonna get in this bodybuilding. They're gonna be laughing either way. So hell.
I'll tell you right now, I'm entertaining.
67-year-old stripper ain't a good look. I'm gonna just tell you that right now.
Neither is mine, but I'm gonna tell you, Miss Margaret gonna be so entertained with me. I got Miss Margaret.
Guys.
Dog, who you say, dog?
Miss Margaret.
Steve, you should have picked a different name, boy.
Yeah.
No. She gonna be old, but she gonna love me.
All right, that's today's roundup.
I thought you said
rather
Marjorie.
before he starts going off.
I was gonna say, hold up, though. Oh, the joke off now. Okay.
Coming up next, our last break of the day. We'll close out.
I thought he said Marjorie. I said,
one and
okay,
only
boy.
sweetheart.
Oh, that's what we doing.
It's on and popping.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, guys. Last break of the day on this Monday. Wow.
Hey,
These weeks are going
hey guys,
by.
listen. I want to do my closing remark because I want to remind you of something. Madam Vice President Kamala Harris called me on Friday while I was on the set and asked to speak to me and wanted me to share this information with everybody because she said, and quote, this is kind of what she said, I don't want to come to your town and not let you know what's going on because she know we were in Atlanta. She's been to our house. She's been to my home in Atlanta, and the radio staff was there to meet with her and everything. So we have a great relationship, and I just wanted to share what she's coming to Atlanta today for. Today, Atlanta, live at 2:45 p.m. Eastern. You can watch what I'm about to share with you live from Atlanta at 2:45 Eastern at whitehouse.gov/live. whitehouse.gov/live. And the Vice President's Economic Opportunity Tour kicks off today in Atlanta. The purpose of the tour, everybody, is to raise awareness of how the Biden administration's economic policies benefit minority communities. And this is important because everybody's been asking, what have they done for black people? More than most. And so now I'm going to hip you to this. And this is especially for black men. You need to know this. Each stop is going to include partner organizations, federal agencies, that provide much needed resources to scale a business, to fund a new idea, to lower your financial debt, and to build wealth. The audiences will include black business owners, community banks, and federal agencies that help with access to capital and reduce financial debt. Now, after today's kickoff event in Atlanta, Vice President Harris is going to hold an event in Detroit next week. So it goes from Atlanta to Detroit. Now, additional dates and locations are going to be announced soon. But today at 2:45 in Atlanta, you can watch it live online at whitehouse.gov/live. Each stop, the Vice President is going to highlight how the Biden-Harris administration has delivered historic investments in small businesses with the fastest creation of black-owned small businesses in more than 30 years. So all of this talk about what has the Biden administration done for our community, I will say it again, more than most. And we haven't heard announcements like this in I don't know when. Now, also, it's going to highlight the record number of jobs, including 2.6 million jobs for black workers that were created while achieving the lowest black unemployment rate on record. That was done over the past 4 years with the Biden administration.
Y'all, you need to know the facts. Then they're going to highlight how the medical debt was erased by capping the cost of insulin for seniors. Who amongst us don't know somebody purchasing insulin? Who? And they've been expanding access to health care with tax credits that led to a 49% increase in Black Americans who are enrolled in the Affordable Care Act. The Affordable Care Act is what the Republicans were so vehemently wanting to call Obamacare, and did a whole campaign on when they get in, they're going to repeal and replace Obamacare. Didn't do it when they got in because they found out it was good for the nation. And their constituencies not only needed it, but wanted it. So congratulations for hanging on to that and increasing that. And then they're going to highlight how housing was made more affordable and child care costs were lowered by securing 30% increase in funding for the Child Care Development Block Grant. All of that child care stuff got erased when Trump was president. Y'all forget that. I don't. Took back all those give things because, you know, they claim that they don't like giving. And they don't just claim it, they stop it. They took all of that, the Biden administration put it all back in there. And you can watch today's event again here in Atlanta, live at 2:45 Eastern at whitehouse.gov/live. Whitehouse.gov/live. Check it out. And y'all listen, learn and pay attention to the facts. Okay? Because this administration really has been working too hard for your vote. And they deserve it. And now let me get on this here right here. All y'all blacks that's for Trump, I want to ask you to ask yourself, when has Trump been for blacks? Y'all always jumping, y'all love to jump on new stuff. We the blacks for Trump. Why, you so busy wanting somebody to like your ass that much that you got to cut a t-shirt to say blacks for Trump when Trump ain't got a damn thing on him saying Trump's for blacks. I remember when he was in that thing, he was so surprised to see that black dude and all. He said, there goes my African American. Boy, and y'all rappers, man, are y'all for real, man? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all get hip to what's really going on. Get off that old bullcrap bandwagon, man, and get on what's really happening. We got to secure this country for the less fortunate. We got to secure this country, man, for other people. It ain't about your damn rap career. You out here trying to say something just to get on the bandwagon. You're going to get on the bandwagon that's on fire, and they're going to set your ass on fire. Y'all tripping, man. Blacks for Trump when Trump ain't for blacks. Get on my last nerve with that mess. All right. Have a nice day. Talk to God. He'd love to hear from you. Please talk to God and quit listening to these ignorant ass people talking about blacks for Trump when Trump ain't for blacks. I wish I would be for Trump.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.